They called him the world's biggest bookie. But he wasn't some street corner hustler taking bets in a smoky back room. Paul Phua, born Wei Seng Phua in Malaysia, moved like a man who knew exactly how far the system could bend, and exactly when to let go before it snapped. From Miri to Macau, from the neon towers of Las Vegas to the backdoor politics of Premier League clubs, Paul's story is less about luck and more about leverage. Knowing the odds, stacking the deck, and folding only when you've already cashed out. Phua's journey began not with high rollers and casino lights, but with modest scribbles in cramped Kuala Lumpur coffee shops. By day, he appeared unremarkable. By night, he recorded wagers on football matches, quietly introducing lines based on inside knowledge. He watched patterns emerge. Who paid, who folded early, who cheated. This was his classroom. As he gained confidence, his operation grew. Word of mouth among bettors turned into whispers of Phua's reliability. When people lost money, they still paid him, because that was the contract. And when they paid, their service built his credibility. Those early ledgers filled with numbers and names eventually financed his first move into junket work, recruiting Chinese gamblers to VIP rooms in Macau. Macau by the early 2000s was different from its current reputation. It was less transparent, more oligarchic. Phua saw opportunity, not in playing cards, but in providing them credit. He aligned himself with Richard Yong and launched Sat Ayang, a junket business that offered credit lines and travel logistics to wealthy Chinese clients. Casinos rewarded him with a share of the profits, barely visible margins that accumulated fast. This might have stayed a niche operation if not for the leap into digital betting. Phua expanded into offshore markets, building IBCBet, rebranded to MaxBet, a platform that allegedly processed 60 billion annually in wagers. His empire thrived in regulatory blind spots, leveraging offshore servers and opaque corporate vehicles to evade scrutiny. His operations scale drew attention. This wasn't a gambling hobby, this was algorithmic wagering on a scale reminiscent of institutional investors. Yet Phua kept his distance, rarely appearing publicly. That distance gave him cover and allowed the machine to grow. Authorities began tracing lines back to him. Some investigations suggested he was affiliated with the 14K Triad, an entrenched organization known for trafficking, extortion, and underground gambling. Prosecutors alleged Phua's betting network was built in parallel with syndicate movements, intersecting via financial conduits, networks of trust, and shared clientele. In Malaysia, the Home Minister publicly denied intelligence linking Phua to the Triad, even as internal briefings told another story. In Hong Kong and China, surveillance reports flagged financial flow patterns suggestive of Triad syndicates. Phua responded with silence, strength, and legal ambiguity. Contact with suspected individuals didn't confirm membership. In July 2014, Phua and his son Darren checked into 3 villas at Caesars Palace in Las Vegas. They were there for the World Cup, ostensibly to watch football and enjoy poker. But in court documents, the effort was described as an illegal $400 million sports betting ring. Encrypted apps, satellite uplinks, bets routed from Asia in real time. FBI agents stormed the scene, disabling Wi-Fi, installing surveillance equipment, making arrests. They claimed Phua was providing back-end infrastructure to Triad figures, leveraging his junket cash flows to prop up international gambling. The arrest made headlines. Infamous Asian bookmaker detained in Vegas. But his defense painted a different picture. His attorneys argued the search warrant was based on lies and that agents misrepresented their identity to gain entry. A federal judge agreed. The warrant affidavit was suppressed, evidence dismissed, charges dropped in June 2015. Phua was cleared in court, his bail money and passport returned. His son took a minor plea. Phua exited Las Vegas with no criminal record, but his name was indelibly inked into global financial crime files. Just over a year after the raid, in 2016, Paul's name reappeared at poker tables in Monaco, London, and Macau. He had discovered Texas Hold'em and was good, really good. He seized a first major win in London's £100,000 high roller, then added a title at the one-drop super high roller in Monaco. He didn't just claim prize pools. He co-founded the Triton Poker Series, turning high-stakes tournaments into championship spectacles. Buy-ins reached six figures, entries became celebrities in the poker world. With his son Darren adopting the same path, Phua's public persona shifted. He went from an internet rumor to a televised wallet shuffler, sitting next to Phil Ivey, Tom Dwan, or Patrick Antonius. He built Paul Phua Poker, a platform dedicated to training and strategy. He accepted accolades like Industry Person of the Year at the Global Poker Awards. His live tournament earnings now exceed $30 million, while industry estimates peg his net worth at $400 million to $1 billion. His empire changed character. It no longer relied on off-grid odds or digital laundering. Today it functions through reputation, sponsorship, tournament structure, and the respective peers who watched him evolve. Paul Phua's path refuses tidy narratives. There's no dramatic downfall, no fugitive redemption arc. Instead, there's sharp calculation, building an empire through credit and odds, skirting legal exposure, surviving a federal case, then pivoting into transparent competition and social goodwill. He walked courtroom corridors. He sat across tables from poker greats. Both places demand discipline, but one rewards public applause. The other lurks in ambiguous legality. Now, in 2025, Paul isn't defined by raids or allegations. He is defined by the tables he built, the structures he monetized, and the circuits he helped create. He moved from illicit marketplaces to front-page tournament frames. His story is human, not cinematic. It is about knowing when to bend rules, when to back down, and when to reinvent entirely. It's about how a man built a vast underground of bets, and then turned that craft into something the world could watch live. That was Paul Phua, the bookmaker who became a poker legend. If you enjoyed this investigation into the intersections of crime and competition, subscribe to Crime by Chapter. There's more to uncover, more players who manipulate markets, dodge enforcement, and sometimes rebrand resolution into respect. See you at the next table.